again and welcome to my channel, Plans in the Making. If you're new, my name's Julie and I'm an English planner who's been planning in the Happy Planner since 2018. Today I'm going to be flipping through my classic vertical Happy Planner, which is my main planner, but also a review of how I've got on with my other planners in the month of January. So we'll start with this one, which is the Skinny Mini Squad Girl one. Happy Planner don't seem to be making the Skinny Mini anymore, which is a shame because I think they are the perfect size to fit in your handbag and really useful for writing out appointments. I had to redate it, which meant quite a lot of covering up as well because I swapped lots of the pages round and ended up with some of the winter pages in the summer section. So I had to use label paper, as you can see here. So here I've covered up the month with the wrong dates and just put a space to write my important birthdays and celebrations for each month. I haven't really used this page. And then what I've done inside is I've used it for appointments and also my parents' prescriptions, just so that I can keep a track. I've also colour coded it, so anything for my dad I write in blue, for my mum I write in a purple, and for me I just write in ordinary pen. You can see I've also written lines in here just because I don't really like writing on plain space. I'd really prefer to have line planners, which Happy Planner don't seem to do, but that's just my personal preference. As I say, so far it's proving really useful because I can easily flip through it, find out information about prescriptions for my mum and dad using the colour coding. So I'm really happy with how that one's going so far this year. This one is my daily planner. It's not a planner as such, it's just the cover from Planner Babe with the beautiful lilac discs, and inside I've developed my own daily sheets. The reason I haven't used Happy Planner sheets this year is because the daily sheets often don't have enough to-do space, and also I like to have a time schedule, but all the timings on the Happy Planner start really early in the morning and also stop quite early in the evening, and I'm not a morning person, I'm a night owl and I can work really late into the evening. So what I've done here is I've just written some blank spaces for me to write my own timings in and my own schedule, so I find that really useful. Just got a little space here for anything maybe that I need to remember for the next day, or ideas that occur to me throughout the day, maybe for YouTube videos or planner spreads. Couple of habit tracker items at the bottom and a space at the top, and that was just in case I wanted to add any stickers, but so far I haven't been decorating this page at all. Here's an example of what it looks like filled in. So it's not very neat, it's crossing out. I don't always do all my ticks, but I know what I've achieved and what I haven't, and anything that hasn't been achieved I can write on the next daily plan. I've not yet got into the habit of filling these out every single day, but I do find on the days that I do fill them out, I'm far more productive than the days that I don't. So I know that I really need to be a little bit more disciplined and maybe set a specific time that I fill the planner in so that I can be productive the next day. I think it is useful to share that if you can't find a planner that suits you, or you can't find sheets that work for you, it is quite easy on the computer to just develop your own. I print these out on slightly better than normal photocopier paper. You can buy premium paper, slightly thicker paper, and that's what I've done just so that they are a little bit more sturdy. So that's my daily planner. So now on to the fun part, which is flipping through my classic vertical Happy Planner. This is the Archetypes planner, but I've made my own winter cover using scrapbook paper and some stickers. I do tend to like to vary my covers through the year and do it seasonally. So let's look inside. You can see I still have not put my name on the name page. I expect there are very few planners who are in this position. I just haven't got around to doing it. So I must make sure before my next flip through that my name is in this planner. This is my currently page. Really love how this turned out with the polar bears, which was from some scrapbook paper, and my to-dos for the month. I use the monthly page to plan out my Instagram spreads. I have cut back on how many times I post on Instagram this year, so I may be reviewing how I use this page in the future. Next I've got my one little word for the year, which is balance, and some targets for the year which I've been breaking down into smaller steps. I hope to be posting a video on how that's going near the end of February or maybe early March. So this was my first spread of 2022. I used Magic Plans, which is a Mickey Mouse sticker book. These dates came from a Mickey Mouse extension pack, and I really like how they look at the top of the page. Every time I do a Mickey or Minnie spread, I plan to use those stickers. My inspiration for this spread was this picture of Mickey sticking his tongue out, and at the time it was how I felt about the year 2021 that had just gone, and hoping that 2022 it was going to bring better things. I think at the time of filling this in, everybody was talking about the new variant and was quite worried about the future. So I tried to put in lots of positive quotes to get myself in a more positive mindset for the new year. I like this spread, but I wouldn't say I love it. It's not my favourite. This spread was a spread that I did in 2021. It was part of my International Planner Collab challenge, and I created 2 spreads and posted them both on Instagram and asked people to post for the one that they liked the best, and the other one won. So that was the one that I used that week, and I had this one as a spare spread. And actually I find that having spare spreads comes in really useful because I wasn't feeling great this week and really wasn't up to planning. So I was able to get this out of my folder of spare spreads and use it, and it's one of my favourite spreads. It's actually the one I preferred out of the 2 that I posted, but obviously I had to go with the one that the people on Instagram voted for. I made good use of my Miss Maker stickers, the originals, which I love, and I just really love everything about this spread. It's one of my favourites, so I was glad that I finally got to use it. This is another of my favourites. I used Miss Maker again. It was kind of by accident really. It was National Sticker Week and I wanted to do a Bujo style spread for our International Planner Challenge, which was to try something new, and I've been very keen to try Bujo style spreads for quite a while. So I got the idea of making the boxes into sticker books, but I completely forgot that I had been planning to use the Stick Girls Craft sticker book or the new Miss Maker stickers, and when I sat down to do this I just instinctively reached for my Miss Maker, the old one, and that's what I ended up using. So it's quite unusual for me to have used the same stickers 2 weeks in a row, but again I absolutely adore this spread. It worked out exactly how I saw it in my mind. Sometimes you just get inspiration, and the idea of using the sticker books just came to me in a flash, and it's lovely when a spread turns out exactly how you picture it in your mind, and that was the case with this. I also found, because I like things to be very balanced and almost symmetrical, that I really liked this layout. It's just so neat and ordered, and doing my to-do lists in the boxes, everything about it I just really love. I'll definitely be doing a lot more spreads this year where I draw my own boxes and design my own layout. This was another favourite. I've really enjoyed my spreads this month. This was for Winnie the Pooh Day, and I had these scrapbooking stickers from Sandylion that I had kicking around for such a long time. I can't use them to make cards with because there's copyright issues with Disney, and it was doubtful I was going to be able to use them in my scrapbooking, so I thought the planner was the perfect place to put them to use. I really love how I use this grass washi here to make the little flower garden and use my favourite Winnie the Pooh characters for the flowers. It also just made a nice change from winter spreads, and I was feeling a little bit low because I hadn't been feeling very well, and looking at this spread all week just really brightened my day, lifted my spirits. So another favourite planner spread. The last one for the month is a Squad Girl spread, and for this one I was trying to recreate a Squad Girl spread that I did in 2020 with a snowy Squad Girl scene based on a video by Mary Ellen from Planning with Bumble. And I succeeded in achieving a completely different look by combining it with some of these Live Love Posh stickers, which worked really well. I also like the way I moved Monday to here and used this long sticker to split up Saturday and Sunday, so I still had room to write my to-dos, but it gave me more space to create the scene here. I'm not sure which of the two Squad Girl spreads was my favourite. I did really love the other one. I'll link the video on the screen in case you're interested in checking out both of those spreads. When I posted it on Instagram, I completely forgot that I hadn't whited out the numbers at the top, and a friend pointed it out to me. So I've subsequently added these Live Love Posh stickers just so that the numbers do correspond to the days. But I think that might be an idea that I use in the future if I want to create more room at the side to create a particular scene. So that's the end of my flip through for January. I have to say I have really loved doing my planner spreads this month and felt really inspired, and that's always a good place to be. Doesn't always happen. I know in December I did really struggle and I was quite disappointed because I had so many lovely Christmas stickers to use and yet the inspiration didn't come. So if you're feeling at all frustrated with your planning, remember, inspiration comes and goes and you won't necessarily love all of your spreads, but that's okay. I'll probably come back and do another flip through at the end of February just because I've changed how I'm going to be using this planner. I was using it for to-dos, but what I found was now that I have the daily pages, all the to-dos are on the daily pages, so I was repeating myself really. So for February, what I've been doing is using this as a journal. So that might be something you're interested in seeing. There are videos on all of the plans I've shown except the one that I did last year, which was this one. So if you're interested in any of the products, you can look on the individual videos for that information. Thanks for joining me today, and I'd really love it if you consider subscribing to my channel. I do try to come up with as many original and new ideas as I can, and if you ever have any questions, I'm happy to answer them in the comments. That's it for now. I'd be interested to hear which was your favourite planner spread from January in the comments. Take care, happy planning, and see you soon.